If you look at today's superhero movies, uh, if the story lends itself, you'll have multiple villains. So you look at it in terms of fans' criticism more than anything else. But if the story makes multiple villains conducive to make the story even more complicated, and the whole idea behind Spider-Man is how badly we can make his life miserable. And for that, it takes villains that have two components. One is the physical component, which I think Electro is it's a huge challenge, and very much in the world of science, which Peter should be able to kind of find other ways of handling it, because he's the smart one. But the emotional issues, because Peter is very sensitive. Peter is one of these guys who is very concerned about doing the right thing. It's like a mindset. So you've seen the movie, so you know that each villain has a very different agenda in his life. And all of them are tasking. All of them are, how do you fight people you really don't want to fight? You wish you could just give them a hug, but if you hug them, you'll die. So also, he cannot kill anybody. These villains never go away, It's one of these fights when you say, make sure you don't get up, really win the fight. He cannot do that either. So it's not like multiple villains. You saw how we are using Rhino.
It's too general a thing. People talk about it. It's like, I think if people like it, they like it. And in some movies, it's felt like excess. It's felt like noise. It's felt like corporate agenda or whatever the hell it is. Ours, this movie very specifically and pointedly was about Spider-Man and his relationship to Oscorp. And the things of Oscorp that are going to complicate his life. The whole idea for us was, how hard can we make it to be Peter Parker, to be Spider-Man? And the way you do that, other than the stuff we talked about, which is just how hard it is to get through life and do all those things, is there's this place where these creatures come from, where these people come from. And they're scientifically bent. And what that does to him becomes not only the story in this movie, but the seeds of what's down the road for him. And so it's a very clear path that we're consciously going down.
And one of the issues with the internet is that really this is a very clear reaction to some of the issues with Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
So you kind of look around, you say, what do I blame for something that I felt there was a disconnect? Oh, the number of villains. Unfortunately, too simplistic.